Take a deep breath, close your eyes, and allow yourself to sink into complete relaxation. Follow your breath, and with your inner vision begin to notice that it is twilight in a beautiful forest. The golden light of evening is sparkling through the leaves of the ancient woods, and the path ahead is well worn and welcoming. You walk with ease amongst the trees, feeling beautifully held by the creek on one side of your path and the exposed rock ledge on a small ridge on the other side. After walking for some time and taking in all of the sights and the sounds, you notice the mouth of a cave within the rock ledge, and you approach it with curiosity. You smell the damp earth of the cave and feel the cool air within as you step under the ledge. As you move further into the space, you notice with a start that there is an older woman in the cave, sitting on the earth and tending a small flame. "Oh, I'm sorry," you say reflexively. "I didn't know anyone was in here." With the flame casting just enough light to make out her features, you notice everything about this woman and sense her deep wisdom. As your eyes adjust, you also notice that the walls of the cave are covered in an immense amount of tally marks, as though someone were keeping track of a great number of something. The wise woman smiles warmly and gestures for you to sit near the flame with her and says, "Join me." "Oh no, I'm sorry, I should leave you to your fire." At these words, the wise woman picks up a piece of stone and etches 2 more tally marks into the cave wall. "What are you counting?" you ask. "Apologies," she replies. "The walls of this cave are covered with the records of how many times you have said 'I'm sorry' when an apology was not warranted or necessary." You take in her words but feel unsure of what she means, and so you say, "Sorry, but I don't really understand what you're saying." She etches another tally mark into the wall. "Sister," she says, "all your life you have been conditioned to believe that you are required to apologize for everything. Your default response to everything from taking up space to knowing your truth to having boundaries to feeling your feelings is to say, 'I'm sorry.' You were programmed from the beginning to diminish yourself by apologizing, to keep yourself small with contrition." Letting her words sink deep into your spirit, you feel the profound truth she has revealed. You see the tally marks on the walls and think back on how many times when saying "I'm sorry" was an automatic response, knowing the words came from your lips without a conscious thought because it was too deeply ingrained in you. "Yes," you say, "this is how we are taught to approach the world. To apologize for thinking, for feeling, for speaking, and for being." "Indeed it is," says the wise woman, "and with every needless apology, a permanent mark is left on your spirit. After a time, the marks begin to shape who you think you are. The words begin to shape your perception of yourself. And you don't just say the words, you start to believe them. You believe that you are an imposition and less deserving." You nod in agreement. But this is not who you truly are. It is nothing more than a script you were handed at birth because you were born female. It is nothing more than lines you were taught to repeat on cue. You are so much more than this. But shouldn't I say sorry sometimes though, you ask? What if I hurt my friend's feelings, or I accidentally step on my daughter's foot? It would be rude not to apologize, wouldn't it? And the wise woman replies, it is one thing to offer a sincere apology when you have made a mistake or wronged someone. Taking responsibility for your actions is the path to power. But it's another thing entirely to say I'm sorry 100 times a day because you have the audacity to exist. You relinquish your power when you abide by that script. Yes, you're right, you say. I never realized how constrained and controlled I felt by that. The wise woman replies, and now that you know, you can never go back to not knowing. You have seen through the illusion of your culture and can release yourself from that pattern. You have permission to stop saying I'm sorry for things that do not require an apology. Yes, I do. I give myself permission to burn the script without apology. With a smile and a nod, the old woman validates your sovereignty and wisdom. You take one last look around the cave and tally the marks on the walls. No more, you say. No more needless apologies. No more diminishing myself or disconnecting from my authentic self and power. I am not sorry for speaking my truth or feeling my feelings or taking up space. And the wise woman rises from her seat on the floor and walks you back to the mouth of the cave. With a warm embrace, you internalize her wisdom and blessing and offer your deep gratitude. She kisses you on the cheek and waves goodbye. And as you begin your journey back up the path, walking through the forest, you stand taller. Your stride demonstrates your confidence and clarity. You make a commitment to yourself to maintain awareness about how and when to offer apologies. Now shifting your awareness back to this moment, you notice how you feel both physically and emotionally. Have a look around the forest. Feel that energy. Now slowly start to return to your body with ease and grace. As you are ready, take another deep breath in and exhale. Welcome back.